Since its release in 2019, the Fennec has been slowly but surely infiltrating Rocket League's meta. A true rival to the long reign of the Octane, the latest RLCS LAN proved to be the tipping point for this power struggle. For the first time in Rocket League's competitive history, the Octane is no longer the most used car. Instead, it's another car that is mechanically identical to it. Okay, so if that's the case, why did this change happen at all? And should you be looking to switch too? Released long after Rocket League's hitboxes were standardized and grouped together, the Fennec was designed specifically for the Octane hitbox. It wasn't the victim of shifting mechanics like many of the cars featured on my non-meta series. The Fennec you could pick up from the crate system in 2019 is the exact same one you can get now from a blueprint, which means that it's had a solid 4 years to establish itself. The Fennec's rise in popularity can be attributed to many things, and we will cover some of them here, but one of the earliest showings in favour of this battle car was with surpassed during DreamHack Valencia in 2019. At the time playing for PSG, surpassed was one of the only players on the pitch to be using this, at the time, completely new battle car, and he used that in combination with his mechanical skill and teamwork to win the entire event. Professional players can hold a lot of influence over a competitive player base such as Rocket League, even amongst their professional peers, and as the Fennec's track record grew, so did its usage. But why would a battle car that is pixel for pixel mechanically identical to the Octane make any difference whatsoever? Well, it's largely to do with perception. As much as we can break down how the hitbox lines up with the models and whatnot, you can't actually see that stuff during normal gameplay. So the model is the only point of reference the players have for what is actually going on under the hood. Ask a player why they use a certain vehicle, and they will go on endlessly about how it feels to play, rather than any objective numbers that you would expect from other games such as shooters. It does make sense though that a boxier car like the Fennec would better represent what's going on under the hood with its boxy hitbox. The front has a nice flat surface slightly protruding out, which works great since that's the most common point of contact. In general, the clearly defined and angled sides help take a lot of the guesswork out of touches, particularly for those who rely very heavily on mechanical consistency, such as professional players. But the real question is, should you switch from the Octane to the Fennec? Realistically, for the overwhelming majority of players, it shouldn't matter what car you choose. You can certainly try to switch, but don't stay with it if it's clearly not working for you. The pros base their choices largely on how they feel to use, and you should too, even if you end up using something completely different. Will the Fennec keep its top spot? It certainly seems that way, but what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below.